Preparing for a high-stakes exam and gearing up for a medieval battle share the same internal logic. Whether a knight draws a sword against a dragon or a student aggressively clicks a pen, the challenge requires the exact same courage. 90% of modern Hollywood movies use a secret storytelling blueprint to keep you watching. You can find that same invisible structure holding together famous fantasy novels and epic legends from across history. A researcher named Joseph Campbell discovered this pattern by looking at myths from every corner of the world. He realized that across every culture, we've been telling one specific story for thousands of years. Campbell called this map the hero's journey. This 12-stage cycle tracks how a person leaves their comfortable life, survives a period of chaos, and eventually finds their way back home. This map helps us understand our own growth. It describes the specific steps we take as we move from the safety of childhood into the responsibilities of being an adult. The map begins in the ordinary world. This is your daily routine. It's familiar and safe, but you might feel a restless sense that you've outgrown your surroundings. Then a major disruption occurs. A final exam is scheduled, or a university application deadline appears. This challenge taps you on the shoulder and signals that it is time for you to change. Most people respond to that signal by trying to ignore it. The map calls this the refusal. You want to stay in bed and keep things exactly the way they are. Even the greatest cinematic heroes hesitate at first. Stepping away from what you know is intimidating, and wanting to stay comfortable is a natural human reaction. When you feel stuck in that fear, a mentor often appears. A teacher or a supportive friend provides the advice and the tools you need to finally get moving. Anxiety and procrastination are part of the process. They're the first markers on a path that leads toward your own development. Eventually, you cross a threshold and leave your safe zone. You enter a world with new rules, where your old habits are no longer enough to get by. This brings you to the road of trials. This phase is defined by late-night study sessions, difficult quizzes, and moments where you doubt your own abilities. Struggling through these early tests is actually helpful. Each small mistake forces you to learn the skills you will need for the final challenge. After the trials, you reach the inmost cave. This is a quiet moment where you gather your strength before facing the biggest hurdle of all. Now you face the ordeal, the exam day. Inside that quiet room with the clock ticking, you have to confront the possibility of failure head-on. This intense pressure changes you. You enter the room as a student who is afraid of the test, and you walk out as someone who has proven they can handle a high-stakes moment. After surviving the ordeal, you earn what the map calls the elixir. This is the ultimate prize you take home from your adventure. The true value of that final grade is the self-trust you've built. You now have proof you can set a difficult goal and see it through. As you return to your normal life, you find you've changed. You still enjoy old comforts, but you've added a new layer of resilience to your character. Completing the journey removes the fear of the unknown. Because you have faced a major challenge once, you know you have the strength to do it again. The next time you feel overwhelmed or panicked, check this map. Ask yourself exactly which stage you are currently walking through. Feeling defeated often just means you are in the middle of a trial. It is a sign that your story is progressing, not that it is over. You are the protagonist of your own life. Every difficult obstacle you face is simply a necessary step toward becoming the person you are meant to be.